Digits is the result of a research project I conducted in the area of tangible user interfaces. These are interfaces which employ physical objects, surfaces, and spaces as tangible embodiments of digital information. My specific area of investigation was studying the different ways humans use their hands to manipulate objects and solve cognitive problems. This helped me to design a two-handed device that supports a new and more enriching method of creating digital artwork and design. My research into a two-handed input device, or a tangible user interface, follows a simple design process. The first step is observing human gesture and behavior with physical objects, such as puzzles, toys, and pieces of string. The second step involves using the insight from Phase 1 to create a mock-up simulation using ordinary construction paper to verify the actions, behavior, and manipulation parameters for the new design. Lastly, a working prototype was made using a Wacom tablet, a computer, and the hardware from 2 wireless mice. In this study, the user has a simple task to accomplish: arrange the geometric pieces to form a square. The cognitive process involved in solving this puzzle is analogous to using Adobe Illustrator to solve a graphic design problem. Notice the high degree of parallel hand and finger manipulation involved. Both hands are in constant movement. Another observation is how the user can move and rotate 2 objects simultaneously. The last observation is the simple fact that as humans we have the skill to manipulate objects directly. We can physically pick up an object, move it, rotate it, and place it wherever we desire. Contrast this human skill to current interfaces where a user is forced to manipulate an object indirectly by using a mouse in a sequential order. This simple sketch uses regular construction paper to simulate the envisioned tangible user interface. Inside the user's hands are 2 small magnets which can be used to manipulate the pieces of paper. Using 2 magnets at the same time, the user can move, rotate, and scale an object in one gesture. These physical magnets can also attract any point on the object's surface area. This allows the user to rotate any object around any pivot point. These skills are lost with current computer applications, where you are only allowed to complete one action at a time. So in Illustrator, you have to move an object before you're allowed to rotate it. You can never do both at the same time, and certainly not with both your hands. In the working prototype, the user draws a square, rotates it around a pivot point, and then moves and rotates it at the same time. In this second example, the user scales an object, then rotates and moves 2 separate objects simultaneously. In this last example, the user draws an object, scales it, and then moves and scales it at the same time. In summary, the two-handed input device, or what I call digits, is inherently richer and more user-centered than current computer interfaces. Digits afford the same cognitive process and direct manipulation skills that we humans have developed through our lifetime of interaction with the physical world.